It all burnt down faster than I could imagine anything would burn down.
Things disappear. They go away. We need to document what we look like right now.
Things are destroyed and things regrow, and that's a really hard thing, but it's also a beautiful thing.
America is more than 75% rural. I think we just don't have a clue how important this is, that we record our history.
I have been photographing America for the Library of Congress for more than 40 years. I'm here in Indiana to capture a resilient farm family as they confront the unthinkable.
I was raised in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I will always love the Midwest. I go to the corners, to the edges. It is important to document all of it. It's for me to go there to bring these images back to the Library of Congress so that 100 and 1,000 years from now, we can see what we looked like.
Today, I want to tell you the story behind the photographs. It's a story that begins just outside the town of Rushville, Indiana. I've been to Indiana many times over the years photographing for the Library of Congress. The last time, I was documenting some of the state's beautiful covered bridges. But this is my first time in Rushville, and I'm here to meet a family of Hoosier farmers.
Which do you prefer to grow in this area?
The Red Russian, they make big fat bowls, which I like.
Oh, okay. I'll get a few of those though.
Okay.
Some for buying and some for eating.
I'm Emma Hawk, and this is Arnold Farms, and we are the 7th generation of Arnolds who are farming this land here. It was always something that we saw and were kind of a part of, but it never felt like it was for me. But then there was sort of a break in the succession in our family, and my grandma really was encouraging of us to move back here and to settle on the family farm.
What is both challenging and exciting about what we're doing here is that we're training. Emma and I are learning how to farm. There's not really a school that you can go to learn how to farm. Most people learn by growing up on a farm. And if you don't have that opportunity, then it's really hard to get those skills.
You want to hold the bunch?
Of course, I will.
You guys, man. Oh yeah, that worked.
Hi.
Hi there.
Carol Highsmith.
Good to see
I've
you.
come to put you in the Library of Congress.
Oh, hey, how about that?
So tell me about Emma and Oak.
They were met in college and were together and were out. He's from Vermont and we were working up there. He has a degree, a master's in sustainable farming, and he was very interested in this sort of thing. So they decided, all of us, thankfully, they decided to move back and to become our next generation of farmers. An entirely different farmer, but they are farming the land that it's always been on.
We always grow tomatoes and peppers and things like that. It's called a red curly kale, and that would be a green curly kale. And actually it's all kale all the way. We're also doing R&D, and we're developing a system. A lot of the organic agriculture stuff is not all the way figured out, and even the experts are learning new things all the time.
I grew up in Minneapolis,
Oh, cool.
but I was born in North Carolina, and my granny owned a tobacco farm. So I went to the farm also. And that's why I just love this. I mean, for me, this is it. And of course, it's the Midwest, which I also love.
It really is a tremendous amount of work, but it's work that it's good work. It's work that feels good, it's work that's meaningful.
Our business is really very much relationship driven. A lot of our customers have been buying from us for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and have seen our kids grow up and really connected with us, and we've been able to connect with them.
I'm just going to take some little lighting tips for a minute.
Now you know the story behind this photo. The story of Emma Hawk, who moved her entire life back to Indiana to take over the family farm.
We're just deeply honored to be part of Carol's photographs.
It's pretty amazing to think that this project could document our family's legacy in the future.
Everybody, look, look.
We have a big history. We have so many photographs of our past. My grandma's the family historian.
Tell me about John Arnold when he came over here.
He was born on the Isle of Wight. There was a big surge of people coming over as the mid part of the United States was being opened up for settlement, which means they were pushing the indigenous people out. This part turned out to be Indiana, and then in 1820, he came over here. We had two people that did glass negatives, and both of them were very good at it. And we have pictures of this era that we wouldn't have had otherwise.
And of course, the Library of Congress has lots of graphics.
Oh, yes.
This is a tintype of Dr. John. We had some people look at this, and she thinks that it was taken between 1857 and 1860.
See, that's the whole history of photography too here.
We have a family motto, and it's be just and fear not. And I've always loved that. I think I would want people to realize like how much of a human spirit is involved in the farming, that like really it is like our thoughts, our feelings, our work that grows the vegetables.
Food is what makes our community. It's the foundation of our community. We want people to see what farming is like. We want it to be a beautiful, joyous, defining part of America.
So I'm gonna just make this announcement one more time. I am a commercial photographer, and I've been donating my images to the Library of Congress.
And I think our approach to farming, I'm pretty confident, fits pretty well with Carol's approach to photography. And I think they honestly go hand in hand.
Y'all are gonna be in this collection.
It's a really great feeling to be incorporated into Carol's vision.
When this baby is your age, she'll still be able to go on the Library of Congress and see herself.
There was a fire in our barn. It all burnt down faster than I could imagine anything would burn down. The plan now is to totally rebuild everything.
We're gonna get some equipment replaced immediately to keep us going through this year and make it so we can be prepared for next year. We are gonna, take the silver lining that it does give us an opportunity to kind of rethink things and do some long-term planning. I can only hope that what does happen in the future on this farm and around our country and around the world can become a beautiful thing.
Support really has shown us like how much our community matters, how much they're behind us, like our customers at Garfield Park, and also our family. Like both my grandma, my aunt, and my mom, they're like, it's gonna be okay. We have your back. We're gonna make it work.
Oh, look how beautiful you are. Oh.
Head to the PBS app or your local PBS station to watch Capturing America. The Carol Highsmith Story. You can also explore my collection of over 70,000 photographs, all copyright free, at the Library of Congress website at loc.gov.